Nice pass to Whitney. Tough shot. Got it.
Yeah, he backdoored his man. Fortunately, he was able to get that shot over Marion, who was right there helping out.
Now Marbury goes all the way in and lays it in. He got past Whitney and easily got past Popeye for the layup.
Here's that strength that I'm talking about. Popeye nudging him just a little bit to try and throw him off balance. It didn't help.
Suns by 4. Hubert Davis, he'll try the jumper and hit it. 2-point field goal for Hubert Davis, who averages 9 points a game. Marbury again. Third rebound for Jahidi. Jordan tries the paint. Now finds Whitney. Jahidi muscles inside. Short jump hook gets the roll. I like that.
The funny release when he shoots that jump hook, it's almost like it comes off the palm of his hand and not the fingertips.
Washington started 1 for 8. They're 3 for 3, 6. To briefly tie it at 10, and Michael misses. Popeye with a push-off, and that's a loose ball foul.
Well, that time, the Phoenix defense did a good job of jamming up Jordan that time. Shawn Marion from one side, and Vajko from the other.
Phoenix getting all their points in the paint so far. And Tommy Nunez spots an offensive foul at the other end. It's on Bosco. That's his second personal. Scott Skiles not happy about that. 2 years ago, the Suns began the year with Danny Ainge as head coach, but he stepped down with a 13-7 record. Skiles took over and led the team to a 40-22 mark. As Jake Sakalides comes in the game. Born in the Republic of Georgia, played in Greece in his second year in the league. Jordan, nice move, fadeaway jumper's way short. Popeye's there, tries to push it up, couldn't get a handle on the ball.
Usually Popeye has such sure hands.
Marbury, and throws it to Whitney. Chris pulls the trigger and misses. Phoenix is 7th in the league in offensive rebounding, 18th defensively. Overall, they're 11th in the league in rebounds. And Knight.
But again, they do it by committee. They don't, other than Shawn Marion, they don't have anybody that averages over 5 rebounds a game. So it's a team commitment to rebounding the basketball, and that's what you have to have when you're a small unit.
First personal on Chris Whitney. Marbury with another pass that his teammates weren't ready for, and turnover. Whitney, he'll try this one again, gets a little better elevation, and Chris Whitney has just become the Washington Wizards' all-time franchise leader in three-pointers made with 411. Topping the mark set by Tracy Murray in 4 years with Washington. And a foul called. Somebody got somebody on the arm.
Well, it was Bo Outlaw that they stripped the ball from. They almost came up with the steal the first time, but Bo Outlaw beat them to the loose ball. And this is Chris Whitney's 411 three-pointer as a Wizard, and he's the all-time leader in that category.
His 61st of the season. He's 24th in that department in the NBA, shooting better than 41% now. Jordan with a steal to Whitney. Up ahead to MJ, and he slams it in. Phoenix with 4 points in 12 minutes of the first quarter. First action here in the second quarter for Jordan. Picked up by Delk. Baseline. Shuffle, shoots, and scores. Wizards with their largest lead of the game, 7 points, and MJ has 8. Coming off a 40-point game against Cleveland. Wild shot, and Lou has the rebound, and a loose ball foul is called on Tyronn Lue.
Well, Socolitis got up in the air, but I think what they're going to say, Tommy Nunes is going to say that Lou gave him a little bit of a shove to get him away from that rebound, and the ball just very nice and easily bounced. Take a look on the left side.
Ooh, from that angle, there wasn't much contact.
Yeah, it's hard to pick up.
I thought he did initially, but from the replay, you couldn't see much at all as Alexander's called for a foul.
Alexander, first personal foul. Team's third.
Courtney Alexander working hard to try and deny Penny Hardaway from getting the ball.
Suns playing the third of 3 on an East Coast road swing. They won at Milwaukee 92-81 and lost to New York 96-91. Dan Marley in the game. His shot blocked and a foul called. It's on Brendan Haywood, who's got 50 blocks on the season and is 14th in the league in that category, but he got a piece of the arm as well. It sends Tony Delk to the line.
Well, this is their first trip to the free throw line tonight. Another former Bullet, Kevin Porter, who had 29.
MJ against Marley. Fade away, and he nearly got it, but draws the foul. Marley not happy with Tommy Nunez. And they'll give Michael 2 shots. Dan Marley in his 14th year from Central Michigan.
Once again, Jordan liking that post-up position, getting good inside position and setting him up for the fadeaway jumper.
I know. Are you trying to make a point? Take your point.
No shot for Jordan. A technical foul will be called on Scott Skiles. You may have heard the conversation being exchanged between Tommy Nunez and Scott Skiles. Actually, you probably just heard Tommy Nunez. But he looked at Skiles and said, "Are you trying to make a point?" And Skiles said, "Yes." He said, "Well, if you've made your point, go back and sit down," which Skiles didn't do. And Nunez hit him with a tee, which Jordan shoots and makes, and now Michael will get one more. Michael's first half success in the last 4 games, 22, 28, 24. He's got, tonight, has 11 now in the half. 3 straight free throws for Michael Jordan. It's good to see him a little bit more on target.
Line, yeah.
With his free throw shooting. Wizards have 12 free throw attempts. Phoenix just 2. As Courtney Alexander, 7.5% free throw shooter. Gets them both. 8 points in the game for Stephon Marbury. Jordan again with Marley on him. Backs in. Nesbitt back to MJ. Got hacked on the arm, and Marley is incensed, but that, of all of the 3 calls, I thought was the most obvious, that foul.
Yeah. I was blocked. My view was blocked by one of the players. So I'll take a look at this for the first time on replay. And let me see if I would agree with you. Oh, yeah. Don't agree with you a lot, Buck, but I have to go along with... yeah, he comes across the body, gets him on the forearm, but I think that is just the frustration from the prior 2 where he felt in trying to fight for position, he got penalized with 2 fouls. So I believe Marley's sitting down. Yeah, he had to go sit down. He has 3 fouls. So.
Jordan misses his first free throw tonight. And Chris Whitney back in the lineup for Tyronn Lue. Played outstanding in this half. Year of 40 or better, Phil. He had 40 the other night. Of course, he had 51 in that game against the Hornets. Had 44 against the Jazz. And 41 points against somebody else. 4 points, or 4 games, I should say, of 40 or better for MJ. And has 14 points in the half here this evening. Marion's jumper, no good. But hand it over to George Johnson. George?
Well, Buck, before the ball game, Chris Whitney talked about Stephon Marbury. Said you want to make him take jump shots, not penetrate. Well, during that timeout, Doug Collins looked at his club and he said, listen, we keep Stephon Marbury out the paint, we win this basketball game. Back to you guys.
Alexander off the side, and a 24-second violation for the Wizards.
I'd like to see those kind of turnovers. The 8th turnover for Washington.
Wizards still 3rd in the league in turnovers at 13 per game. Now 13th in the NBA in rebounding. Marbury, what a shot. 10 points for Stephon Marbury, whose season high is 35 against Sacramento. Jordan into the paint. Oh, beautiful switch of the hands for 2.
He brought that ball back in front of Marion.
Jordan, excuse me, Phil. Oh, what a shot.
I was going to say Shawn Marion already has 2 fouls, so he didn't want to pick up that 3rd one. Jordan attacked the basket.
12 for Marbury. MJ started the game 1 for 5, and he's 4 for 5 since then. Here he is again. Fade away. That's off the mark. Haywood is there. Jump hook. It will not count. While the ball was on the ground, they fouled Brendan Haywood at Sacramento. So those are 4 pretty good games, too. Jordan double pump. Oh, a shot! Are you kidding me? 18 points for Jordan. A spectacular shot. Turnover, Phoenix.
Now, this team has made several turnovers like that, where Marbury has thrown the ball and no one's been there. I don't know if a player did not cut or he was anticipating the cut.
Whitney for Jordan. Good defense by Marion. Now the fadeaway. And gets the roll. 20 points in the half for MJ. He has 14 of the last 19 Wizards points, and Washington enjoys its largest lead. Blocked by Haywood inside, and taken by Popeye.
Good job by Whitney not to throw that first pass to Haywood.
Jones gets a big offensive rebound. He's been doing it all year. Jordan in the paint, spinning, fade away. Can't get it to fall. Tip. Look at Popeye.
Oh, he got tripped by somebody.
And Dick Bavetta has the call. Listen to this fans. They're on their feet.
Well, they're applauding several different efforts. Obviously, Jordan turning it on offensively, but then the hustle play down at the other end of Brendan Haywood, the hustle play of Popeye to keep the ball alive and keep the possession. Here's that shot, that double push. He almost brings the ball down to eye level and then goes back up on the second pump to put it up. Takes another tough shot. Marion right there with him and gets the roll.
Popeye missed the first and makes the second. Popeye has 8 rebounds in the half, and Jordan has 14 points in the quarter. And the Wizards have their largest lead of 11. Six points for Anthony Hardaway in his 9th year from Memphis. 1:15 to go in the half. Popeye, short jumper, got it.
Good patience that time. Phoenix going into a zone, and Washington just doing a good job moving the ball around, picking it out, finally getting it into the middle for the shot.
5 points for Popeye Jones. Marbury got rid of Whitney, goes baseline, runs over Popeye, and a blocking foul is called on Jones, and that will be his 3rd personal.
Well, that's the one thing that concerned Doug Collins is the penetration of Stephon Marbury. He can force you into so many problems. First of all, he's strong enough to finish off, but he also has the capability of dishing it off to his teammate. That time Popeye, trying to draw the charge, doesn't get good position and picks up his third personal foul.
Marbury, 12 points, misses that. He's 5 of 7 from the field, has 5 assists. And Popeye comes out. It's a nice round of applause. Popeye's the kind of guy that just will not stand for less than 100% effort, whether it's from him, his teammates, or anybody. He is just one of those fierce competitors.
Has a number of players like that. I think Hubert Davis also is a very fierce competitor. You watch him play defense, and I mean, he gives everything he's got into defending and staying in front of his guy.
Whitney was open baseline for a moment. Michael couldn't spot him. Jahidi inside, muscles up, strong, he gets the hoop.
Got to be careful not to get that 3-second call. Almost spent a little bit too much time in there making his offensive move, but certainly was a strong effort from Jahidi.
Wizards have their largest lead in the game, 12 points. Phoenix plays for the final shot. Sakalides misses badly. Jahidi's there, and that is the end of a very productive first half of basketball for this guy and his Wizards. His 4th straight game with 20 or more points in the first half. 20 points tonight for MJ, and the Wizards hold a team that averages 98 points a game to 37 for the first half of basketball.
You want to challenge all the shots.
Jordan trying to draw it down, and he gets a good bounce from the hometown rim. Wizards with their largest lead, 14 points, and Jordan has 22 in the game. Phoenix's bench has not helped them. They are 2 of 20 from the field. Marbury around Popeye. Beautiful pass for an easy reverse layup from Bo Outlaw. Bo Outlaw, who wasn't drafted out of college. The Suns got him from Orlando with a first-round pick in a 3-team deal that sent Judd Buechler to the Magic and Vinny Del Negro to the Clippers on November 16th. Nice pass from Jahidi, who couldn't handle it. Swing it to Davis, who cans a 2-point field goal.
Good ball movement. Jahidi making the quick pass to Whitney. He advanced it on to Hubert Davis, who hit the 3. The second 3 of the game.
I think they called it a 2.
Oh, that was just 2?
Yeah. And they're going to get Jahidi White coming over Jake Bosco for the foul. And on Jahidi, that's number 2. I think Jahidi's shaking his head. No. Marbury back to Bo Outlaw. Inside, it scores off the glass. Popeye saying he was held by Bosco. Which is why he couldn't get to Bo Outlaw. Jordan off the pick, back to Popeye. And an offensive foul will be called on Popeye Jones.
Well, we said at the opening that this is a very quick team. They depend on their quickness, especially at the forward position where you're talking about Bo Outlaw and Shawn Marion. Very quick defensively. They try and disrupt you and get you out of your rhythm. That time, Popeye picked up the foul, and that's his 4th personal.
Yeah, let's hope that's not costly. He contributed 9 rebounds in the first half. Outlaw, tip taken by Jones. That's his 10th rebound of the game. Whitney looking to shoot, now finds Jordan off the screen. Got it. 24 points for Jordan. Marbury around Whitney. Great shot. Once he gets that step on you, Phil, you're done.
Yeah, and again, he has the strength to take on the big men inside and bounce off them and still convert the basket.
Michael Jordan, who started slowly, making just 1 of 5, has hit 8 of 11 since then. Davis for Jahidi, and a 3-second violation on Washington.
3-second violation.
You cannot post up in the lane. You have to flash through the lane. You start posting up. Once you get the ball, then you want to make your move. You just really playing with fire.
Frustrating start to the third quarter for Popeye Jones. Saw Bo Outlaw score a couple of times, and he picked up his 4th foul. So Popeye comes out, and the Wizards get a steal. Tyrone Nesby in the game. Davis will shoot. Missed it strong. Here goes Marbury. And he throws another one away. Got up in the air with nowhere to go. Whitney ahead of the pack, and he scores.
Nice pass. I didn't see who made the down court pass.
Davis.
Hubert Davis made the pass, but Whitney did a good job of sealing off Hardaway, who was attempting to block the shot.
Hardaway, strong, tip up and in by Voskuhl. Jahidi went flying through as if somebody nudged him, but couldn't see him. Washington by 12. Jordan finds Davis for the jumper. Good. 2-pointer for Hubert Davis. I love the way Jordan spots that open man.
Yeah, especially Hubert Davis. He moves well without the ball. And Jordan hit him right in stride.
Marion baseline. Open jumper. He misses, and White is there. 5 rebounds for Jahidi. 3 assists for Michael Jordan. Seven seconds to shoot. Jordan lost the ball, fires it up. They're not going to get it off in time. 24-second violation on the Wizards.
You saw the kind of tight defense that Shawn Marion is capable. Stayed with Jordan, didn't go for the fakes, kind of disrupted his dribble, threw his timing off, and Jordan was forced to give that ball up with only a second or two on the shot clock.
11 turnovers for the Wizards, who had 9 in the first half. Outlaw lost the ball, and it's stolen by Nesby. Tyrone, long jumper, missed it. Jordan tip, no good. The rebound, Bo Outlaw.
Well, some kind of way that ball came off of Stefan's hand poorly.
Well, Mark Davis is saying the reason
it was a foul. I didn't see anybody close to him, really.
They called it on Whitney. There's two former Bullets, Frank Johnson and Scott Skiles. Here's another look, Phil. What do you think?
Whitney has to slide over. Even if he did hit him, that wasn't the reason that he shot the ball that poorly, because it was after the release. I just think Stefan was losing control of that ball as he was getting ready to release it.
Suns got him with Johnny Newman and Somalia Samaki from New Jersey for Jason Kidd and Chris Dudley back in July on the 18th. Nesby streaking up for Jordan's open jumper, a little strong. Tyrone, boy, a lot of energy from that guy.
And we've seen that over the last few weeks from Tyrone. When he comes into the game, he makes some things happen just by his mere hustle.
Also said he's starting to look for his jumper a little bit more. Nice pass to Jahidi, who powers it in. He caught the ball that time.
Another steal.
Jordan, no good. Came up a little flat. Marbury the other way, great pass inside, and Bo scores, and Doug Collins wants time. Jordan remains in the game, has 24 points, 20 in the first half. Nice pass to Whitney. And gets the roll.
Played off a little contact that time for Marbury.
9 points in the game for Chris Whitney. There's Marbury and Marion, and the rest of the team just 24%. Good switch by Nesby. Now he goes back, and that allows Marbury to get in. White tipping the ball and saved by Outlaw. Same play again. This time, ball blocked by Nesby. Marbury gets it back and draws a foul. Bo Outlaw walked right up to Mark Davis and said to him, call a tech if you want. And Mark Davis said, all right.
Yep.
Tuesday to face the Pistons. Jordan jumper got it. He is so special. Wizards with their largest lead of 16 points. Bosco slams it in.
Well, they were running it off that pick and roll, and you heard George Johnson talk to Whitney.
That won't count. It's an offensive foul on Tyrone Nesby.
Looked like as they were running down court, there was some contact between the two of them, but good job running without the ball. Jordan was able to deliver the pass right on time.
Michael assists to go along with his 26 points. Marbury picked up by Nesby. Back to Bosco for the jumper. Missed it. Marion, rather Hardaway inside for an easy two. 14-point Washington lead with 3:18 to play, third quarter. Same two clubs will hook up again February 15th in Phoenix, where the Wizards have lost 12 straight games. Nesby can't get it to go, and then got fouled by Bo Outlaw, and he's not happy. He looks over to Nunez. He doesn't want to mess with Mark Davis anymore.
No, Oh, that was a tough pass for Nesby to handle. That ball was passed and had a lot of zip on it. He sees him open. That's the right pass, but a little bit behind him and a little too strong. He wasn't able to finish, but he did get right back up and retrieve the missed shot. And Bo Outlaw commits the foul.
Back to live action. Jordan in the low post. Lays it in left-handed. 28 points for MJ. 8 in the second half. Nesby with a near steal. Marbury cuts inside and throws it away.
Well, that's the kind of team defense you also talked about at halftime. Really get in the middle, sandwich everybody, and make passing very difficult.
6 turnovers for Stephon Marbury, 2 away from his season high.
But the shot chart shows you shots coming from all over, including inside in the paint, and Jordan 11 for 21.
This Wizards club started 9 of 26 from the field, but over the last 18 minutes, they are shooting 63%, 19 of 30. Phoenix trying to step up their defense a little bit. Davis off the screen, draws the foul, and Hubert will go to the line. And Hardaway not happy with himself. Wizards lead after 3 periods this year. They have not lost a game. They've won all 20 games when leading after 3. And right now it's Washington 75, Phoenix 59. Rodney Rogers has missed all of his shots from the field tonight. He's normally a pretty good outside shooter for a man his size, and he's 0 for 7 tonight.
Yeah, he leads this team in 3-point shooting percentage, so and he's going to keep putting them up.
3 seconds to shoot. Alexander gets the hanging jumper. Five points for Courtney Alexander. Marbury finds Rogers, and as you said, he's going to keep shooting. And eventually, something's going to drop. Gets his first field goal tonight. Rodney in his 9th year from Wake Forest. Steve Buckhands, Phil Chenier, George Johnson, as the Wizards look for their 21st victory of the season. They've won 20 games, and in all 20, they've led after 3. Jordan missed it strong. Marbury for an open look, and he nails a 3-pointer. Wizards by 13. They've led by as many as 17 in the third quarter. Alexander for Jordan. He'll pump the jumper. And hit it.
Again, good ball movement. That time the defense sent two players over to Courtney, leaving Michael Jordan, of all people, open.
30 points for MJ. Marbury again missed it. High screen roll called by the coach, Doug Collins.
And we're going to use Michael to set the pick.
Lou goes all the way, lays it off the glass, and he hits it. Tyronn Lue in his 4th year from Nebraska. And the fans yell, Lou! Good defense by Courtney Alexander. Delk misses, and Nesby is there. Wizards have matched their largest lead. Correction, their largest lead is 18 now. Bobby Simmons will have to fire, and it's stripped away and stolen. Delk the other way, runs over Lou, and an offensive foul is called.
Well, you can see the indecisiveness as he was coming down. There were no players filling the lane. He wasn't actually in the middle and really didn't even make an attempt. Makes a good steal defensively, but watch him come down here, not really knowing what he's going to do. Doesn't even make an attempt to go around to Tyronn Lue and picks up the foul.
Lou's jumper missed it. Tip up no good. And pulled down by Delk. Cross court for Dan Majerle, and the three-point shooting specialist misses. And put back in by Rogers. Jordan fade away. Doesn't get the roll. Bobby Simmons hits it and he puts it in.
That ball got just enough of the rim to slow that ball down from the rebounder. So the rebounder from the Suns missed it. I couldn't tell who it was, but Bobby Simmons picked it up.
Marbury misses, gets his own rebound. Inside, lays it off for Rogers, who's fouled by Jordan, and they'll score the goal. Come alive to produce 7 points in the period. Jordan remains in the game. Now Michael gets the open jumper and hits it. 32 points.
Job of playing off, just allowing Tyronn to make his move, and then when he got in trouble, he came right off him, was able to get the open jump shot.
32 for Jordan. Rogers drives, no good, tip up and in. 13 for Shawn Marion. Washington by 14. MJ again. Backs in. Had it stuffed and lost it. Good defensive play that time.
Oh, what a move from Marbury.
Michael Jordan has played in 35 minutes tonight. Has 32 points. MJ goes all the way, lays it up and in. Left-handed beauty. Patented Jordan.
Boy, it finished off so sweetly.
14 of 26 from the field for Jordan. MJ again. Nice pass for Popeye. Blocked from behind and a foul.
He's not just an inside player. He's got a good touch from the outside.
Shooting better than that tonight. 7 of 11. Jordan fade away. Now he lays it off for Nesby's jumper. Can't go. Tip up, no good. Save. Jordan's jumper got it.
And Nesby made all that possible with that second and third effort to keep the ball alive. Even if he couldn't get it, kept it away from any of the Phoenix Sun defenders.
36 for Jordan at 40 against Cleveland. And a near steal. I think they'll call a foul on either Popeye or Lou. It's got to be on Lou because Jones hadn't gotten over there yet.
I agree. I think it's going to be Teron that gets the foul.
It is on Lou, his third personal with a timeout. 5:05 to play in regulation.
Three-pointers made. Michael Jordan, 36 points. That's his 13th game of 30 or more points and third consecutive of 30 or more. Washington is 20-0 when they lead after 3 quarters. Will they make it 21?
They've picked up their 20th sellout of the season tonight. All 20 home games sold out. All games on the road sold out. Rodney Rogers, you give him an open look. Got to be careful. Marion. And doesn't get the roll. Popeye's there. Michael Jordan, Phil, has 7 assists and only 1 turnover in 37 minutes of play. That to go along with 36 points for MJ. He has 8 of the Wizards' last 14 points. 3 seconds. Lou's going to have to pull the trigger. Got hit going up and draws a foul. Two shots coming for Teron Lue. Called it on Rodney Rogers. Lou has missed his only free throw attempt tonight.
I'm sure that's not what Scott Skiles wanted to see, and Teron got a little bit of a bump from Rodney Rogers after the foul call.
Lou had his career high at Indiana, 23 points. Averaging just under 8 points for this Wizards club. And gets 2 big free throws. 8 points in the game for Teron. Tony Delk kicks it to Marbury around Lou. Now fires to Rogers. Thought about the 3 and instead lays it hard off the glass, and a blocking foul called on Tyrone Nesby.
Well, you can tell Rodney Rogers not feeling real confident with his outside shooting.
His hand, and a turnover Washington as Michael slipped coming off the screen.
Once again, yeah, trying to make that cut a little too sharp. Lost his footing, and it's a turnover.
Critical time in the basketball game. Big miss, big rebound. Jordan guarded by Marley, got fouled and will shoot 2. Marley looks at Nunez and says, that one you got me on.
Well, he has 3 fouls prior to that are still in dispute, at least in his mind.
Only in his mind. Michael 6 of 7 from the free throw line tonight, trying to add to his 36-point production and misses. Joe Crispin in for Stephon Marbury. And John Wallace will come back in for Sean Marion. So Scott Skiles decides to give Marbury and Marion a rest at the 3:33 mark.
And like you said, they're the only ones able to find the basket, it seemed.
Wow. Jordan makes 1 of 2. That's a big substitution, Phil. Let's see if this hurts Skiles or helps him.
Well, this is their last game on this road trip. They go back to Phoenix for a couple of games.
Crispin misses, and in the immediate run, it hurt them. Jordan jumper, beautiful shot. 39 points for the greatest. Skiles takes time, and the fans come to life. To make the score 96-82 Washington. glass. What a shot. 41 points.
I tell you, he's been really lively out there on the court and making a lot of moves without the ball. He's played over 40 minutes tonight.
Crispin hits another one. Jones the other way is pushed.
40-point game. His second consecutive 40-point game. 40 against Cleveland, now 41. There he is, moving across the middle. And he's gotten so many of his points tonight created by his movement.
It's the second time that Michael has followed it up with a big performance. You remember he hit 51 versus the Hornets on December 29th and came back against the Nets to score 45 points. He comes off a 40-point production against Cleveland the other night on Thursday.
Iverson, your starting backcourt. Vince Carter at the forward along with Antoine Walker from the Boston Celtics. Dikembe Mutombo is the starting center. As for the Western All-Stars, Kobe Bryant and Stevie Francis, of course, from the area at the guards, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, and Shaquille O'Neal rounding out the starting five. As for Michael Jordan, well, he leads Allen Iverson by over 84,000 points by last count. Unbelievable. In fact, leads the rest of the Eastern Conference guards by over 470,000 votes. Unbelievable. And as we all know, Michael played in the All-Star game in each of his 12 seasons in the NBA, a three-time MVP in the All-Star game, the only player with a triple-double, and he averaged 21 points per contest in his All-Star games. That's the highest of any NBA player. Michael Jordan gonna have a lot of fun, I got a feeling, coming up on February 10th.
41 points for Michael Jordan with 7 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Popeye Jones with a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds. And Chris Whitney, 15 points, 8 assists. He becomes the Wizards' all-time leader in three-point shooting. Had one tonight, 411 for his career in Washington, as the Wizards shoot 51.